Hi, girlies. Welcome to episode 6 of In the City with Simply SHARDAE, your Kansas City girly keeping you updated on all things Kansas City, girlhood, music, food, events, and more, with a sprinkle of girl talks because that's my favorite thing to talk to y'all about. And it wouldn't be me without it. This series is in partnership with the Kansas City Call, a Black-owned editorial newspaper outlet in the Kansas City area. So be sure to like this video and subscribe to both the Kansas City Call and Simply SHARDAE so that we can keep the girlies in the know of what's happening in Kansas City, because everyone's always talking about they don't know what to do in Kansas City. Well, I got you, because we're going to keep you updated on that. Each episode, we're going to start with a little girl talk of what's trending in girlhood news or on social media so that we can stay in the know. Are you ready? Valentine's Day is coming up, and this is the perfect opportunity to pour into yourself, love on yourself, and do so for the love around you. But before we get into recommendations on that, let's get into a little girl talk. So, in the latest social media news in regards to relationships and celebrity couples, we have some sad news for the girlies who like to keep up with the internet couples. And that news is social media comedian Kristy and Desmond are allegedly getting a divorce, right? Didn't that break your heart a little bit? Because we just loved watching Desmond serve her the food. We loved watching Kristy snatch the plates. Like, the people who are spamming Desmond's comments talking about Kristy shouldn't have been snatching those plates and how she was so ungrateful. First of all, it's a joke. It's called rage baiting. And Kristy knew how to rage bait with Desmond. But Desmond also does seem to be the kind golden retriever who's like all about family, etc. But you know, one of the girlies in the comments said something that stuck with me. She said, golden retrievers are still dogs. You know, I didn't say it. She said it. What she means by that is, if you're a woman with your black cat energy and you like your golden retriever type man to be all over you, healthily obsessed with you, she said at the end of the day, he's still a man. And he's going to do what they want to do. Such as women too. But anyway, we're sending prayers and blessings to both Kristy and Desmond as they sort things out and wishing them the best on their new journeys. Now, this news has sparked a lot of online debate and dialogue when it comes to the dynamic of successful men and successful women and what that looks like as the success evolves over time. So I want to talk about a perspective that has come up more times than one. So girlies, one of the reasons why I'm so intrigued with the topic of relational psychology is when I was studying college at Mizzou, M-I-Z, when I was studying college at Mizzou, we had to take electives, and one of the electives that I chose to take was intimate relationships. I was like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, let's do this. And when I took that class, when I tell you, I nearly fell in love with the topic, like the topic, the research, the information and knowledge that I learned, it just blew my mind. And since then, it's been a topic that I just love learning about, and I love talking to the girls about it too. So that's a little background on me and why I love this topic so much. Let's get back into it. So in my college class, intimate relationships, one of the biggest research and findings that we studied was why and how / when do men cheat the most. And one of the main findings in studies suggests that men cheat the most when their women are pregnant. Back in college, that completely blew my mind. Like, how is he going to cheat the most when his woman's at home pregnant having his baby, right? Doesn't that sound crazy? Leave it to Sheer 7, sprinkle, lady. She says it's because men really don't want to get married and have kids, and when the time comes for that to happen, they start to feel stuck. And so when they start to feel stuck, they basically start doing things that freeze them and kind of makes them wild out, which unfortunately a lot of times happens during their women being pregnant, which I don't know. I'd have to get the thoughts from the man who has done that and try to understand their perspective and the psychology of what makes them do that, when and why. But at this point, all we can do is guess. Because I don't know if we're going to have those answers anytime soon. Now, men, if you're listening to this and you have a thought and or opinion, let us know in the comments, because we want to hear from you too. If this topic is irritating you, tell us why. But then not only that perspective leads me into the next perspective. So not only men cheating on women while the woman is pregnant, but men cheating on women who has evolved and became slightly more successful than them, whether it's slightly more financially successful, slightly more fame-wise successful, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of perspectives circulating the internet on how men tend to cheat on their woman as the woman is rising to success. So sometimes the man and the woman will be on equal success levels, or she might be slightly less successful than him from a financial point of view, because everyone has different definitions of success. But as soon as she starts blowing up in whatever she's doing, blowing up in her career, blowing up in her finances, that kind of triggers fragile masculinity, and it kind of triggers fragile male ego. So I kind of want to talk about that. Why is that the case? Is that the case? Is that what's really happening? Is that the psychology of it? I guess that's why they tell the guys to date within their tax bracket, because if a man is dating a woman outside of his tax bracket, he's going to feel probably less masculine or potentially less of a man compared to her, which could trigger him to try and humble her by cheating. And when they do that, they go and find the most rando girl whose values, lifestyle, purpose, all the things, they don't compare to the woman who's with. He's with the full package, but he goes and gets a rando for an ego boost. Ooh. Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's why fragile male masculinity and fragile male ego is a scary thing. So shout out to the men who got that strong masculinity, the manly men who love to see their women succeed and who love to be successful themselves, because that's what it's all about. Y'all can be successful together. Y'all can live life together, dominating things instead of competing with each other, right? What's your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments so that we can make it to our next segment. So now we're going to get into some music. We had our girl talk. We talked about relationships. Let's get into some music. And if you didn't watch episode 1 and episode 2 of In the City with Simply Shardae, this is your reminder to go run that back. Go run it back after this episode, because I mentioned a few things in those episodes that'll relate to this episode, which is the Grammys. We talked about who we think is going to win R&B Song of the Year, and they had a lot of people in the categories. They have Chris Brown, It Depends, Summer Walker's Heart of a Woman, Kehlani's Folded, and I think a few more, but let us know in the comments who you think is going to take home the Grammy for R&B Song of the Year. I love me some Chris Brown, but I absolutely love me some Summer Walker. Realistically though, Folded is still doing numbers. They are still running this song up. All the artists who jumped on it and created remixes, they did the thing. So if it's based off numbers, they might choose Folded. But if it's based off like the song, I think it's between Heart of a Woman and It Depends. Folded is a great song. It's catchy, it sounds good, the tune. But I think from like a lyrical, like actual soul and like artistry, these are just my opinions. I think it's between Heart of a Woman and It Depends. But Kehlani did great. She's blowing up. So whoever wins, kudos to them, congratulations to them, and we're going to see. In Kansas City, I think this is a great time to start having some Grammys watch parties. Like, the internet's going to be talking about it. It's going to be trending. So this is the prime time to put your business on the map. Put your business on the map, because Grammys are coming on February 1st. And this is a time to get the folks together, talk, have fun, do something, because, you know, the next holiday isn't until Valentine's Day. That's a long time. We need something in between to get us through like the cold. Thank goodness it's not that cold though. So until springtime comes, keep the events rolling in. Thank you. And that leads me to our events. We had our girl talk. We talked about music. Now let's get into some events, because I have a very special announcement for events. And this is for the girlies who's looking to pour into themselves, looking to love on themselves and nurture their femininity. It's for the girlies looking for Gal-intines Day plans. I got something for you. I'm hosting Kansas City's very first For the Girlies dance class on Thursday, February 12th, 7 to 9 p.m. And I'm personally inviting you to come. Like, girl, you know you've been wanting to let your hair down, let it all out on that dance floor. No, you don't need prior dance background. We're going to keep it fun and simple and lighthearted, just so that the girls can get together and celebrate ourselves. Like, at this point, if we haven't gotten flowers in 2026 at this event, we're giving ourselves some flowers, and we're leaving it on the dance floor. So make sure you head over to my socials, Simply SHARDAE. Click the link in my bio, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and sign up, because spots are limited. You can also head over to my website at simplyshardae.com to sign up directly there. Let me know if you're coming, because I can't wait to see you, girl. Kansas City's going up. And last but not least, one of my favorite topics to also discuss is fashion. And with Valentine's Day coming up, oh my goodness, like, one of the things that I love about fashion and Valentine's Day are the Valentine's Day shoes that come out. Like, they be having all the cute pink and red shoes and sneakers that come out. It's just so cutesy. Like, everybody who's all on the I don't celebrate Valentine's Day because they just want folks to spend their money. Yes, spend your money. Spend your money, honey. Spend your money on them Valentine's Day shoes, because they be the cutest. Like, if you're still in high school, if you're still in college, even if you're in the professional world, like, if you pop up to your environment with them Valentine's Day shoes and you copped it, more importantly, if your boo got you those Valentine's Day shoes, oh, you was something special. You walked in clean with your pink and red. And Nike just basically teased and announced the shoes that are coming, and they're super cute. So if you're looking for some new shoes to get into so you can be fresh and fly in these Kansas City street meets, hit up Nike. Hit up Nike, because I think you're going to like the cop. Cop it, hit it, wear it, and be fly while you're doing it. So let me know in the comments how you're going to celebrate Gal-intines Day outside of coming to the For the Girlies dance event. And then let me know what you're going to do for your boo. Like, are you creating a boo basket? I'm talking to the guys, because I don't know. Like, I thought Valentine's Day was for the girls to be loved on. Now I've been seeing, like, all these things about guys wanting boo baskets. Like, are guys supposed to get boo baskets? I mean, I think it's cute to write your man like a cute little love note or something. You know, spray your perfume on it. Take a little cute picture. I think that stuff is cute, but like, I'm making a man a boo basket for Valentine's Day. I thought they had, is it called Boyfriend's Day or Sweetest Day? Is it Sweetest or? They have days dedicated for the men. But I don't know if Valentine's Day is that day. I'm keeping Valentine's Day for the girls. Valentine's Day for the girls too. So if you're with me or if you're not, let me know in the comments. Anyway, thank you for watching another episode of In the City with Simply Shardae. I'm having a good time talking with you all. Whether you love it, like it, or absolutely love it, let us know in the comments and stay tuned for the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to both the Kansas City Call and to Simply Shardae so that we can keep the community going and we can let the girlies know all the great things that Kansas City has to offer. So stay tuned for the next episode. Can't wait to see you. Bye.